Hello, welcome back to Album Review.
It's party time, children!
We're doing Primus this week. An artist that Zach and I have already listened to all their stuff.
I've already listened to all of their albums.
Me too.
I have recommended this out for the band so many times to AJ. And
This
I think I've
album
recommended
weirded
it
me
to you
out.
too.
I understand it. I get it.
Yeah, we get it because we've listened to all their stuff. So for Jake, his opinion might be a little different. This
See,
episode.
I've listened to all the Primus albums.
Fuck it.
Any fun facts, any information you want to give us about the band, Luke?
They made South
Anything?
Park.
Yes. So, besides the South Park theme,
Yes, they did the South Park theme song.
which
Fun fact.
every time they, what is it, Wisconsin's where South Park is?
Colorado.
Colorado.
How do you not
Jesus.
know that?
Every time Primus goes to Colorado, it is mandatory that they play the South Park theme for
I
it.
have to.
Oh, they should
Verbatim.
come play it everywhere else, though.
I know, but like,
For,
There, it's a must.
well,
Yeah.
they did a whole big
They
South
have
Park
to.
festival at Red Rocks, and I think Primus was there. They had Primus there just
Sure.
for the song. That was it.
Is that
So-
where they're from?
no, they're
they're
from
from-
California. Because the first
That's
fact I'm
funny.
going to bring up is in a music video for John the Fisherman, you can see a very, very important metal personality on the same boat that they're on in the music video. And he's in a band that starts with M and ends in Italica.
Mmm. Yeah.
No, Kirk
Oh.
Hammett.
Oh, that's still really cool.
Kirk Hammett and Les Claypool were friends in school and went to the same high school together.
That's kind of funny.
That's awesome.
If they listened to the same kind of music, and Les was like, "You wanna join a music video with me, chum, friend, pal?" And Kirk was like, "Okay."
Is that how he actually talks?
Les kind of talks in a weird, like, twaggy accent.
Yeah, he has a
Fucking
weird
weird.
accent throughout the entire album.
And funny enough, he was a
Good.
union carpenter.
No.
Oh, there you go, Jake. There's the connection.
He was a union carpenter before he became a musician.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's hope?
There's
There's
hope.
hope.
There's always hope.
You could be the new Primus.
No,
You could be
fuck
Les
no.
Claypool. Instead of doing layouts and framing, you could be slapping that bass.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
You can learn.
You'll learn. There's Google.
So this is their first album.
I know how to slap a different type of bass, but not
Yes.
that type of bass.
There's so many fun
Bass
facts.
without bass.
Let's jump into the album. What is the back cover of this album, dude?
Show that to the camera.
This is like,
Holy shit!
this is
I didn't
literally,
even see that until now.
it's
Yeah.
weird claymation stuff
What
that they
the
did.
Fuck, dude.
Everybody in the band voted on that, and it was just
Their
like,
album covers are great.
They're-
Some of them-
They're just
wild.
wild
I
looking.
hate.
Ceiling
I hate
Seas
the
of
claymation
cheese.
ones. They're
Yeah.
so grotesque,
Yeah.
but I do like them.
pork soda's the fucking freaky.
Pork soda's the worst one.
Yeah,
I hate
that's
that
the
one.
freakiest one.
I hate looking at that one.
So, fun fact, every one of these guys in the band had at least one distinct band that they liked or came from. I think the first drummer of Primus, because they switched out drummers, was a death metal drummer.
Oh.
He was one of the few guys in the early death metal scene that was
How
practicing
do you
and
go
playing
from
hardcore.
a death metal drummer to this?
It just happens. They needed a drummer, and it was like, fuck it. So, like, the beats remind me of, like, super
They kind of
hard
just
metal
took a different
approach
part
to
of
it.
music from each genre and just
Yeah.
kind of cobbled together this.
That's why
abomination.
Primus is so weird sounding.
Yeah.
Because it came out in a time when metal and like harder music, like harder edge music, was becoming more mainstream
Was
and
getting
popular.
big.
And they were just like, why don't we just flip it on its head? Because everyone was a big fan of Rush, especially Les Claypool, because he was a big fan of Geddy Lee.
Mhm.
And so, to get into the first song, To Defy the Laws of Tradition, they start the song with a live recording of the drummer tapping out the beat. Is it XYZ?
I think it's XYZ.
A Rush song called XYZ, and then it cuts off, and then it bleeds into the first song, which to me is so fucking boring.
The song is so long, dude.
Yeah, the first song is really, really long.
Hang
Like,
on, does it give you the time on the?
no,
No.
but it's like 6.5 minutes, and it's not that that's a long length for a song. It's just
6 minutes and 41 seconds.
it just doesn't work with this track. It's just so slow.
Groundhog's Day coming after.
Groundhog's Day is not bad. I really dig that one.
This one's to me is fun,
Yeah, it's a fun one.
but I have no fun facts about Groundhog's Day. I don't know if it was like a reference to like the movie
I don't
with
know.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Groundhog's Day. I don't mind it. I think it's an okay track.
yeah.
I don't know any fun facts about it. I don't know if
I
it's
don't
about the
know
holiday
any-
or like you said, the movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After
Whoa.
that,
Too many puppies.
Too many
This
puppies.
is my favorite song off the album.
This
This
is my
song
favorite.
fucking slaps.
It's
Too many
really
pups.
good.
It is.
Bro, they got guns in their hands. They're in foreign lands. It's
Hey,
crazy.
don't play the song.
This is intro. This is intro. Wow. The intro to this song is so fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's so spaced out.
Dun, 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 the fucking guitar.
I did like this one, but then it just, I don't know.
The
That's
guitar sounds like it's coming closer to you. It's like
Yeah.
it's fucking like it's a fucking
march.
army coming towards you.
Yeah.
The
So
puppies, dude. There's too many of them. They got
Exactly.
guns.
So
There's never too many
That
puppies.
song's amazing.
There's no, dude. There's too many.
puppies.
There's too many,
No.
dude.
There's
No,
too
there's
many.
never too many puppies. You
There's
guys
too
must be
many.
They're
cat
being
fuckers.
shot in the dark.
They're being shot
In the
Why are we
dark.
killing puppies?
So this is a reference to at the time the Gulf War was at its peak. So America finally just hopped over the Atlantic Ocean into, I think it was Iraq or Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, we're
And
somewhere.
It's what I think it was when it was
When
when
the Saudis-
Kuwait happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when all that shit hit the fan out there in the early '90s. That's what they're referencing.
Next, dude.
Too
Okay.
many puppies, too many
Mr.
puppies
Know-It-All.
about the young boys that got sent
Okay,
overseas.
yeah, that
So
is
it's a
right.
darker,
Yeah.
darker take. on,
I'm sure I knew there was something else to the song.
yeah.
It's still my favorite song off the album though. It's definitely
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite.
They call me Mr. Know-It-All.
I like this song too. Mr. Know-It-All's a really good
This
one.
was
This one's
very-
fucking hysterical.
This one
one-
sounded very
It
buckethead
was
to
good.
me.
Just
Yeah.
one, I didn't really like his voice. It just started getting annoying near the end.
I really liked this
It's like,
one
alright, you guys shut the
because
fuck
it
up. bud.
sounds. It reminds me a lot of some of like the first Buckethead albums, like the first one
I gotta
especially.
deep dive him
Oh,
again,
yeah.
too.
I would
I
say
have to listen to Buckethead.
do like his first like 3 albums and then like do a couple in the middle and then do his last.
I know there's
because like he has so much music.
Ooh, Frizzle Fry.
Frizzle Fry's fun.
I like Frizzle Fry too.
Frizzle Fry is a banger. I do like
This one is
song.
another banger.
This one, it does deserve the title track.
Yeah.
This is very fun, very bouncy. Bow, 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 bow.
Mhm.
That fucking part was so much fun to listen to. John the Fisherman.
This
is
I think
the-
this is the hit off the album.
Yeah.
Too many
I
puppies
actually
and
did
John
like
the
this.
Fisherman.
Yeah,
I
those were
love
the
it
two
too.
big ones.
I do like John the Fisherman.
Yeah, I
It-
like this track too. It's really good.
In terms of like the live songs that people extremely like when they hear it, it's Groundhog's Day, Frizzle Fry, Frizzle Fry. So,
yeah.
Vivify.
Harold on the Rocks is another one that people like,
Mhm.
and then Hello Skinny.
Yeah.
But Hello Skinny is that's a weird one, but it's a fun one.
You
And then
can't
it
kill
bleeds into
Michael Malloy.
Constantinople.
You can't
Yeah.
kill,
Kill Michael Malloy!
So the song itself, it's just like 20 seconds of instrumental, and it sounds good.
But if you know the story
Of the real Michael
of the real
Malloy-
Michael Malloy, do you know Luke?
I know.
Jake,
do you know,
the
Jake,
story
do you
of
know the
Michael
story of
Malloy?
Michael Malloy?
So should
We gotta
tell-
show him after.
Okay, we'll show you a video, or I'll send you a video. I'll link it in the description. We'll play the clip from your old review of it.
There's also a song on there. It's not really a song. I think it's just some instrumentals. But the title is interesting. And if you don't know the story of Michael Malloy, I really recommend you go check out a video. One of our favorite YouTubers, Sam Onella, made a video about it. Michael Malloy is a person who had a very interesting story. So if you're interested in hearing about that, you should go watch that video. It doesn't really tell the story of what happened, but the title itself is interesting enough for that. You should definitely go listen to the tale of Michael Malloy. Definitely a really sad, interesting one.
The
Toys
toys
go
go
on and
winding down.
I like this one
I didn't like
too.
There's a random bit in the second verse of the song where where Les is talking about his friend who used to watch movies with him, and they reference The Evil Dead,
Mm-hmm.
which is fucking hysterical to me because I think that's when Army of Darkness was coming out, or is that when the second one came out?
Probably like
The second one came out in '87, so probably around when Army of Darkness was coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's a random scat part. It just
Yeah.
it fucking
where he just
It's I was so confused. I had to rewind the song a couple dozen times to see if he was saying something so fast. No, it's just bullshit.
It's just
It's
yeah.
so fucking funny to me. I was
It's
laughing.
really
Next is Puddin' Time.
It's
No.
Puddin'
I fucking love- It's a little creepy, but I love
Yeah.
this song. It's
Got a
so
rapey
it's so
vibe
funny.
from
It's
this.
so fucking hysterical.
But like that's just Primus. They have a creepy sound.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I like this song. I think it's very
Saddington Willoughby. Now,
I
didn't-
don't like this one.
This
one
was
was bad.
confusing as fuck. I can't understand why
This
they
is
threw it
also
in
like
there.
another 30-second track, but
Yeah.
there's just nothing to it's
Spaghetti
nonsense
Western.
to me.
The Spaghetti Western was funny.
That one's cool.
Spaghetti Western.
That was about
Yeah,
him
I like
having
that one.
time off. He got laid off a job.
Oh.
That was literally all it was about, because he got laid off a job, and he's talking about how he sees his working friends on the weekends, and weekends don't really mean much if you're fucking laid off from work and don't have a job.
Yeah.
So that's a goofy take on watching TV and just hanging out.
Harold
with
of the
buddies.
Rocks.
This one's fun,
Some
but
of
to
them
me
was like-
it sucks.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan of this one. This one's alright.
This one was I don't.
What you know about
I listened to it
Harold?
last night, and I really can't tell you too much about it. It was one of the more.
The
Forgettable
story of
ones.
Harold on the Rocks is about just this random dude that they pick up and party with, and then he turns into a fucking wacko and then disappears. But yeah, Harold on the Rocks is about a dude that Les picks up with his buddies. They go partying. They don't see the motherfucker. All of a sudden, he pops back up into the world again. And then he's just a weirdo. He's a weird guy.
Interesting.
We always have that one weird guy we hang out with in the friend group.
Yes.
That's the
one
synonym
weird
for it. That one weird
It's
friend.
the guy.
It's
That
the
guy.
guy or that guy.
Yeah.
So that was that one, and then a 30-second track, To Defy. I don't remember this one much
To
because
Defy, it's another short one, but on the CD, there's the hidden track, which ends it.
Hello Skinny Constantinople.
That's
Yeah.
just 2 songs.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
like
2
how
songs put
Megadeth
together.
did
Yeah.
Black Friday and
Yeah. This one's alright. Like, the last 2 tracks are just sort of alright.
Yeah.
They kind of bleed into each other.
I like Hello Skinny better than I like Constantinople
Yeah.
because it's just him screaming, "I'm coming, Constantinople."
Yeah.
What?
Like, the last few tracks are just sort of okay to me, but most of the album I do really dig. It's not my favorite album out there, but I think it's one of Primus's best. I think it's my personal favorite by them.
It is
Either this one or the Willy Wonka one. That's a whole nother album for a whole nother
a
day.
can of worms that cannot be opened at this point. in
Not
time.
at this moment, but it's something. But I really enjoy this album.
So I'm going to defy the laws of tradition and Frizzle Fry my answer for the
that was the corniest fucking thing you have ever done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
It's
ever
pudding
do
time,
that.
children. So I'm gonna rate the album now.
Oh,
Okay,
are we
good.
doing ratings?
I mean,
Are you guys
I'm
on
cool
final
with
thoughts?
that.
You guys
I'll
wanna
go
get
final
final
thoughts.
Final thoughts. It's a weird album.
It's very weird.
Oh,
Very weird. I like it more. I think I enjoy it more my second listening to the album. My first one, I also was like Jake. I had that initial like, "What the fuck is happening?"
What am I listening to
And
here?
then, now that I've listened to it again, I do like it.
Mhm.
It's pretty good.
This is the first time I've listened to a Primus album in full, besides Sailing the Seas of Cheese. And I have a few songs saved.
I
off
do
of this one.
recommend quite a few of their albums.
I
honestly.
recommend "Sailing the Seas of Cheese."
I recommend their.
I
second
recommend
album.
the Willy Wonka album.
I really
Willy
recommend
Wonka
that
album's
one.
fun.
That one's
Yeah.
great.
So-
The Green,
The-
or Nogglehide or something like that.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one's
you see
not bad.
That's,
That one's
fire.
alright.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy.
We'll talk about that on the podcast.
So,
So let's rate the album.
I'm gonna give my rating first. This is the goofiest shit ever, and I had the best time with it. This is one of the albums
Here it
that
comes.
I sat and I laughed with. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say a fucking 10.
Nah,
Okay.
The
Thank
three
God.
30-second songs, if they would have got rid of them, it would have been 10.
Hey,
How fucking goofy
I
it
liked
was.
the you can't
Nah.
kill Michael Malloy.
Michael
one.
Malloy, you gotta understand the story for it.
That's true.
It's
But-
the you have to get the joke. That's the
Yeah.
problem
You
with
have
that
to
one.
get the joke.
Okay.
But other than that, this is a fucking 9, dude. This is such a fun album to listen to. It was like The Presidents when we did them.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun one.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I like it a lot. It's really good. They're not. Primus is still not one of my all-time favorite bands, but I really like them. But if it could be an 8 to me, but again, some of those like shorter tracks just they should have been cut. Minus the Michael Malloy one because I like the sound of it the most. And then like the last few tracks could have been better.
Yeah.
But I do like this album a lot. I highly recommend it. What do you say, Jake?
5.
You know what? That's fine.
I
That-
didn't really
I
like it.
expected him to go
It's like,
lower.
You know,
It was.
It's a 50-50 album.
it's
I can
an
understand.
average-
I
it's
can
a mid
understand
album.
liking half of the songs and not liking half the other ones.
Yeah.
I didn't really
it's
like
very
that one
mid
either.
heat for him.
It was
Mid.
kind of like there were some that were good, and then it just started getting Sorry, is it
Weird.
over yet? Is it over? It's
That's-
over.
I got that feeling a couple of times. Like the first song, Harold on the Rocks, was another one where it's like, dude, it drags so fucking long.
No, the whole album dragged.
Well, it's a long album,
It's not too long. It's like 52 minutes or so.
relatively speaking.
It's like the modern average, but for back then it was a little long.
Yeah.
Zach, go.
What do you say, Zach?
Giving it a 7.
Okay.
I like this album. I
Valid.
like it more than the first time I listened to it.
Me too.
I didn't hate it the first time I listened to it,
Oh no.
but I think that it's a pretty good album.
Alright. This is fun.
I picked.
Yeah,
so what's
you
the
pick.
what's the new
Alright.
album, Jake? What are we listening to?
So I got 2 options. You want to go older or newer?
How old is old? Like 70s or 90s again? Because we do another 90s
This
album.
album's from 1990, so
Yeah,
for
exactly. Exactly 90.
94. The other one's
Fuck.
2019.
We're going to 2019.
You want to do
Alright.
2019?
So for this album, we see them live. We see them.
Okay.
We have.
Yes.
Oh, I
It was an
know.
opening band.
Okay.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Also,
Who came out with new shit in
I
2019?
don't fucking know.
the band came out in 2019.
Oh, I know what it is.
Wait.
We're going to Mongolia, boys.
Oh,
yeah!
Forced to listen
Now
to
you
it.
have to
Fuck
listen
yeah!
No, I have to listen to your shit.
We're doing the G
I've
Rag.
been avoiding them for so
Oh,
long.
the key rag. That's a great
It's
album.
their best album.
It's their first
So what was the
album.
other option?
Yeah, what was
Beastie
the...
Boys.